Hey everyone, Dave here with a new comic book day haul and recommendations video for you. Alright, I was unable to do a video last week because of the storm and work. Alright, so that means this week I've got 2 weeks worth of books here to show you and give you my recommendations from both weeks' hauls. So, without further ado, let's jump right in. Alright everyone, so let me show you what I got from last week's haul and this week's. We're going to start off with last week's first. And we've got the previews. And then we've got Superman 78, issue number 6 from DC Comics, and this is cover A. And then we've got Vampirella Dracula Unholy, issue number 2 from Dynamite Entertainment, and this is cover A. It's a really cool cover. Alright, check that out. Really cool. And this is cover B. And cover C. It's another really cool cover right here. We've got cover D. And we've got cover E. Another really cool cover. Got some really cool covers on that one. Alright, then we've got a Gunslinger Spawn, issue number 4 from Image Comics. And this is cover A. And this is cover B. That's a really cool one. And then we've got House of Slaughter, issue number 4 from Boom 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 Studios. And this is cover A. And this is cover B. This is cover C, the blank variant. We've also got this one right here is Nyx number 1, and this is the cover N. This is the metal premium cover. Finally just came in. Really cool. And then we've got the House of Slaughter Pack number 1, and this is basically it's issues 1 through 5, but each issue has an exclusive cardstock painted cover by David Mack. All right, and now we're gonna go real quick into this week's books. First up, we've got Echolands, issue number 6 from Image Comics, and this is cover A. And this is cover B. And then we've got Echolands, issue number 5, the Raw Cut Edition, and this is cover A. And this is cover B. And then we've got Spawn, issue number 326 from Image Comics, and this is cover A. Then we've got Newburn, issue number 3 from Image Comics, and this is the only cover for this book. And then we've got Geiger. We got the 80-page giant special from Image Comics. It's a one-shot, and this is the cover A. And then we've got a little book here. It's the official Image timeline. And I think this is the only cover. At least it's cover A. I'm not sure if there's another cover on this one. Not 100% sure. And then we've got Noctera, issue number 7 from Image Comics. And this is cover A. And we've got The Walking Dead Deluxe, issue number 32 from Image Comics, and this is cover A. And then on the back here, you've got the original artwork for issue number 32. It's a big Image week. And we got a little different one here. We got Basilisk, issue number 7 from Boom 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 Studios, and this is cover A. And we're back to Image Comics. We've got Crossover, issue number 11, and this is cover A. And as far as the regular comics go, lastly, we've got The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 88 from Marvel Comics. This one, full disclosure, bought purely for speculator purposes. This is the cover B, I believe, on this one, the X-Gwen variant. Bought purely again for speculation purposes because it's supposedly the first appearance of Queen Goblin, and it's actually sold out in most stores. This one I got lucky when I went to pick up my stuff yesterday, and this was the last issue left on the shelf, and I ended up just picking it up, you know, and tried to go to a couple other stores, and it's sold out. It seems to be sold out online in a couple stores I've looked at, some of the main ones like Midtown Comics. Sold out even the incentives. So we'll see. Maybe 50 years down the road, when I'm 6 feet under, it'll be worth something. And then we've got the Judge Dredd magazine over here, and this one is going to be issue number 438. Issue number 438. This is from Rebellion. And we've got a 2000 AD Prague set, also from Rebellion, and this one has numbers 2256, 2257, 2258, and 2259. Hi everyone, so let me give you my recommendations from last week and this week's haul. First up, we've got Vampirella Dracula, Unholy, issue number 2 from Dynamite Entertainment. Let's jump in, check out some of the artwork here. Alright, check out a little bit more. Alright, so cool issue. You know, the first issue of this series was really good, and well, it continues in this one with the cool artwork and the good writing. Basically, in this issue, you got Matt being investigated at home for a series of murders, and also Matt and Vampirella, while they're on their honeymoon, have both been confronted by demons, as we saw at the end of the last issue. Also, time is running out for Vampirella and Matt to stop Matt from ever becoming Dracula, and it seems like in order to do that, they must consummate their union with a sexy time mixed in with a little blood rite ritual. All right, so this was a fun issue to read. I really liked it. Next up, we've got Superman 78 right here, issue number 6 of 6 from DC Comics. Jump in, check out some of the artwork here in this one. Alright. It's kind of hard to find some good pages here because unfortunately DC has a ton of advertisements in here. Seems like every other page is an advertisement. So that's my one complaint. Alright, so this series I've really enjoyed it. Alright, I've said before that the first two Christopher Reeve Superman movies are my favorite Superman movies. You know, Christopher Reeve will always be Superman for me. Alright, but you know, damn, this was a good issue. This was a good issue, okay? You know, I love the artwork, and the writing was great. This is obviously, as I said, 6 of 6, so it's the last issue in the series. It's picking up from the end of the previous issue where Superman is in a final showdown with Brainiac out in space in Brainiac's ship. And of course, the fate of Metropolis hangs in the balance, literally, since the city is being lifted off the planet to be shrunk and bottled up by Brainiac. The final fight in this is great, with some great dialogue between Superman and Brainiac, you know, culminating in a bit of a suspenseful finale. You know, and I just have to say, I really hope that they continue this series in some form, you know, even if it's just a series of mini-series that they release here and there, like Dark Horse does with the Witcher comics. All right, but you know, anything will be good as long as they keep this series going. Okay, in this Christopher Reeve Superman timeline, I'll be really happy. I really hope they continue this. All right, so next up we've got House of Slaughter, issue number 4, and this is from Boom 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 Studios. Let's jump in real quick, check out some of the artwork here. It's a cool shot. That's a really cool shot right there. All right, so the story of Jason Aaron is continuing in this issue with the same nice art and great writing as the previous issue. All right, so this issue, like the last one, jumps around from the present to the past. In the past, we've got Jace, who goes out for the ritual hunt with the other novices. And also in the past, we have Jessica discovering Aaron and Jace's secret love, and she ends up giving Aaron an ultimatum. Meanwhile, in the present, we've got Aaron, who confronts Jace in the forest after they had their little intimate moment from the end of the previous issue, and he seems intent on killing Jace. So I'm looking forward to the next issue and seeing where this is gonna go from here. And next up, we've got Echolands, issue number 6 from Image Comics. Let's jump in, check out some of the artwork in this one. All right. There was a cool shot here. Horror Hill. Okay. All right, so apparently this is the end of the first arc of this series, and as usual for this series, the visuals are great and the writing is good. In this one, Hope and her companions are found by Romulus and his injured colleague Torch Grinder, and Romulus ends up making a proposal to Hope and her crew. We also learn a little bit more about Romulus's origin and his past. The group ends up leaving in the rocket ship to go to Horror Hill, and when they arrive, they run into some unexpected trouble. Some creatures that have never been seen before. And you know, I'm really enjoying this fantasy series, and I'm looking forward, you know, to the upcoming battle. And there's going to be a battle at some point with the wizard. And one thing that was not so much disappointing, but a little surprising, I guess, was that there was no mention of Rabbit and the robot that volunteered to take him home. That happened in the last issue there. So I'm looking forward to you know, the continuation also of that part of the series, and I can't wait for the next issue. And next up, we've got Newburn, issue number 3 from Image Comics. All right, and let's jump in, check out some of this. All right, so I like this series. You know, it's different from most other comic series that are out there right now, since it's a detective story You know, there's no superpowers or fantasy elements in it. No crazy supervillains and superheroes. You know, it's just a guy trying to solve crime and stay alive. So in this one, we got you know, more crime family members and turn up dead, and the heads of the crime families end up having a meeting, and they turn up the heat on Newburn to figure out who's responsible. Eventually, him and Emily, they make a discovery about the killings and realize what is really going on, which leads Newburn to a confrontation with the person responsible for the killings. All right, this issue, it ends the first arc of this series. You know, it's got some nice artwork, and the writing in this series is really good. You know, I'm looking forward to more. I believe at the end there it did say that there was going to be another issue coming out. So I'm glad to hear that, and I'm looking forward to where it goes from here. And finally, we've got Geiger, the 80-page giant special, little one-shot here. Finally, we get a little bit more from the Geiger-verse. I'm going to jump in real quick, show some of the artwork here. A little bit more than usual, because this is a big book, a lot going on in this. All right, so this was a great read. You know, it's composed of various stories that are set in the Geiger-verse, as I like to say, Geiger-verse. You know, the first story is entitled Redcoat, and basically it's a bit of a preview for a new series that's coming out later this year based on this character who is from the days of the American Revolution. There's also a story in here showing how Geiger got his two-headed dog Barney. It's fun, you know, nice little story there. There's also a section entitled Tales of the Unknown War, which has a handful of stories about various crazy locations in Vegas, such as the Karloff and the Safari. All right, and there's also a small little timeline mixed in here about certain events that occur in the Geiger-verse. And the book ends with a little bit of a quote-unquote first look at another new series that's going to be coming out based on the character of Junkyard Joe, who we saw at the end of the previous issue of Geiger. So again, you know, same great visuals and great writing. This one has various writers in this, and various artists also. Really good. I really enjoyed getting more info regarding this world, and I'm very much looking forward to not only when the series continues with Geiger himself, but also to the new series that are going to end up published later this year. And just a little side note, little special mention. All right, the official Image timeline here. Real quick, jump in. All right, got a bunch of images of comics from the time these guys were all involved in, and on the sides here, we got the actual timeline, the years, months, special days, all involved in the history of Image Comics. So I thought this was interesting. It's an interesting read if you're curious about the 30-year history of Image Comics. There's some very interesting tidbits in there that I never knew about. All right, for example, I didn't know that Todd McFarlane won the Best Short Form Grammy Award back in 2000 for directing the music video for the song Freak on a Leash by Korn. Crazy song, crazy video. I had no idea he was involved in that. That was cool. Plus, there's also a little tidbit in here in the beginning there about where they got the idea to use the word image for the name of the company. So this is a cool little pickup again if you're interested in the history of Image Comics. All right, everyone, so that's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. Also, if you like, leave a comment down below. Let me know what books you picked up this week. Let me know what you recommend, or just say hi. You know, again, we always love hearing from you guys. So until next time, be safe, be well, and I'll catch you later.
Yeah, I'm just